Oh boy. I've did this whole live stream and then once I ended it just before it said wasn't able to be continued or internet wasn't stable enough. Whatever, let's just go again. My name is June Fuchs. I'm a certified life coach and I work with vegans, changemakers, and activists. And in this short video, in this short live stream here, I want to share with you 3 ways on how meditation can improve your impact as an activist in this world. So, why do I want to share this with you? Because, first of all, I understand that being an activist can be very draining and challenging. Us vegans and activists, we often deal with feelings such as anger, anxiety, frustration, and sadness. Or overwhelm is another feeling we often have. At this moment in time, as I've researched recently, about 3% of the human population are vegans. Now, believe me, that's way more than there were a couple of years ago. So that's good news, first and foremost. Still, though, we're a minority. We're not the majority yet. And I want us to become the majority. I want the vegan community to grow so big and fast that more and more people become vegan and less animals have to suffer from those terrible choices a lot of people make. So, let's dive right into the 3 ways that meditation can improve your impact as an activist. Way number 1 is present moment awareness. A meditation practice, especially an efficient and sustainable meditation practice, gifts you with so much more present moment awareness. What is present moment awareness? Present moment awareness means that you're completely there in the now moment. And if you're talking to a friend, a family member, or on the street, you're having a debate with somebody about animal rights, for example, it can happen that your mind already starts jumping to the next answers and you're stressing yourself and you're trying to find the right answers. And all of that can actually be prevented by being completely present in the moment. Because if you are set up in a way that you can be present in the moment with the person you're talking to, you're automatically gonna generate the responses and a healthy discussion, a healthy debate with that person. Present moment awareness allows you to really listen to what somebody is saying and to respond to that in a way that you can pick them up where they are at. Now, most of us haven't been vegan for all of our lives, right? You remember, think back with me for a minute right now. You remember the times when you were challenged by somebody who was vegetarian or vegan and they talked to you and you couldn't really relate. You thought they were crazy or you thought they were extreme. Now, this is how most people see us. So for us, it's really important to be really with them and to understand their points of view. And we can only do that if we are there in the moment. Now, this can be supported by a meditation practice because what meditation actually is getting back into the moment. 100% arriving in the now. That's the result of a successful meditation practice. Now, if you don't know how to do that, at the end of this video, I will introduce you to a course I've created. And in that course, I'm teaching you the foundational meditation formula and practice that you don't know yet and you maybe need to know. So present moment awareness is way number 1 on how meditation can improve our positive impact as activists in this world. Now, way number 2 is less responsive to outer triggers. Becoming less responsive to outer triggers. Now, an outer trigger can be a sentence that somebody says, something like, yeah, but protein, or yeah, I need meat, or we've always been eating meat. Since thousands of years, we've always been eating meat. Now, I know we've heard these sentences so many times. And what happens when we hear them again is it is an outer trigger that creates an automated response in our body, which is connected to a feeling, an emotion. So it can trigger anger, or it can trigger overwhelm or frustration or sadness. It can even trigger sadness. So whatever these outer triggers bring up within us, I'm not saying we need to shove them away, but what meditation allows us to do is it gives us a space to process these emotions within so that we become less responsive to these outer triggers. Now, the beauty of that is that when you are being triggered and when you have the inner capacity to not respond from that triggered point of view, but still respond from a clear present moment aware point of view, you are still able to have a healthy and inspirational conversation with your opposite instead of following the trigger, getting angry with them, getting pissed off, throwing your emotions out there. And what usually emotions do is they trigger other emotions. So if you're throwing around anger, you might trigger anger in somebody else. And we want to avoid that as activists. We want to avoid that because it just is less impactful. It just is less inspirational for people. And we're here to inspire veganism. We're not here to guilt, blame, and shame other people into becoming vegan because that hardly ever works. Maybe sometimes it does, but most of the time people need to be inspired. They need to understand instead of being guilt, blamed, and shamed into making a new choice. Usually when we feel guilt or shame, we shut down. Our nervous system shuts down. So when we practice meditation properly, sustainably, and efficiently, we set ourselves up to not be responsive to those outer triggers anymore and to remain present with the opposite and have a healthy discussion and an informative debate with them. That's the second way. Now the third way, by the way, let me know how you like it so far, this little live stream here. Comment hello, comment I love it. Let me know that you're watching this. I want to hear from you. Third way meditation can improve your impact as an activist is, drum roll, it sustainably fuels your feeling of inner balance. Now, by fueling, I mean that often I look at us humans as a vessel. I look at us as, let's say, this bottle of water here. And some situations in our life require us to drink out of the bottle and energize ourselves. But some situations also require us, obviously, all the time to fill that bottle again. So we have the resources needed to face challenging situations. Now, meditation practice is a fuel practice. It means you're putting liquid into your bottle of life, let's call it the bottle of life, so that you can drink it when needed, that you can drink it to hydrate and energize when needed, right? Now, meditation basically is the same thing as filling up your bottle. And why is a feeling of inner balance so important for us activists? A feeling of inner balance allows us to sustainably stay active. It allows us and it gifts us with the energy to sustainably engage in being active for a better world in all the ways that you can be active, huh? Doesn't mean that you have to be on the streets all the time. Doesn't mean you have to be in demonstrations all the time. It can simply mean that you're active online. It can mean that you're having talks and discussions with friends and family members, you know. So fueling yourself through a practice like meditation helps you to stay in the game for the long run. And that's really important because I know what it's like to get burned out by being an activist. I actually got burned out myself a couple of years ago and I stopped my activism activities completely. I even know people that stop being vegan because they get so depressed and burned out. So I think it's really important that within our community, we start understanding how important it is to generate inner balance so that we can stay active for the long run. Because every day you're not active is a day where you can't inspire veganism, and that is a day where you are indirectly, not saving an animal's life, right? And it doesn't mean you have to invest so much of your energy. It simply means you got to make sure your vessel is fueled so you can show up in the moments when needed. That's all there is to it. So let's sum up these 3 points. Present moment awareness is gift number 1 that a meditation practice can gift us with. Gift number 2 is being less responsive to outer triggers, which is worth gold or platinum, in my opinion. And the third one is it allows us to sustainably generate inner balance and stay in the game as an activist for the long run. These are the 3 points. If you want to learn how to meditate properly, let me share something with you. I mentioned it before. I've created a course. It's called Mindfulness Foundations. I'm putting it into the comments for you right now. The course comes with 3 modules, and it's a self-paced course, which means you can enroll in the modules in whatever time you want. You can do 1 module a week or 1 module every 2 weeks, doesn't matter. There's a meditation module. there's a breathwork module, and there is an ecstatic dance module, which teaches you these 3 foundational skills and practices in mindfulness work. So if you want that, go ahead and click on that link, enroll in that course. Let me know, just send me a DM and we'll get you set up with these 3 modules. And if you want to take it to the next level, if you've been following me for a while, you also know that I have a next level program. So this course is like the foundations course, which I recommend if you want to get started. If you're already a little bit into mindfulness yourself, I have a program. It's called Become Your Medicine. I'm going to share that link with you right now in the comments as well. I'm just seeing that the thumbnails of both are the same. That's a mistake, but just take a look at the name. So the Become Your Medicine program is a lifelong community access program, which comes with 9 modules. The 3 modules that are in the foundation course are also inside of the Become Your Medicine program. So you're getting these 3 modules plus 6 more modules, which are minimalism, journaling. We have a conscious relating module. We have an integration module that can help you integrate these practices into your daily life. We have a healing foods module, and we have an emotional release module. So the Become Your Medicine program is really the highest level program that I'm offering, and it obviously reflects in the price. So take a close look if that's an investment you want to make, if you feel drawn to doing the inner work, and if you want to become a part of this lifelong community, which actually means that next to these 9 modules from the Become Your Medicine program, you're also getting access to weekly live group calls for a lifetime. That's right. You pay once and you get access for a lifetime, which means as long as I live or the internet lives. That's it. All right. Thank you all so much for watching this live stream. Go ahead and watch the recording if you're just tuning in right now and if you haven't seen it yet. I'm really curious to hear about how that lands with you. Let me know in the comments. Does it make sense to you? Do you have any questions? I'm here to answer them. And obviously, I hope to see you in either my Mindfulness Foundations course or inside of the Become Your Medicine program. Mwah. My name is June, certified health coach for vegans and activists. And I'm out for lunch now. Bye, Z's.